Welcome to Awesome Spreadsheets. In this demo video, we're going to show you how to track all of your revenue and expenses and add different business transactions to your journal. First, you want to head down to the menu and select Transactions. To add a transaction, you simply enter the date, transaction description, the total. Then you want to do your double entry by entering your debit and your credit. If there is any additional information, such as subtotal, any taxes paid, GST, HST, or PST. Next, you want to enter the payment method. If there's a reference number with the payment method, who the money was paid to or received from, the invoice number, the invoice date, and any additional notes. One of the many features of Awesome Spreadsheets is your ability to split your debits and credits into additional accounts. So if you need to split your debit, you can enter the split total here and the account. And if you need to split it further, you could add an additional account, a split total, and the account. And the same thing goes for your credit side. If you need to split the credit into two separate accounts, you enter the split totals and the accounts here. Now I'm going to show you some examples of some journal entries. In this example, I'm going to show you how to add an opening account balance, assuming your start of the year was January 1st. Next, we're going to have a revenue transaction and then an expense transaction. So starting with the first one, we have an opening balance of 5,000 at the beginning of the year. To do that, you would enter the amount into your checkings account, and the credit side would be retained earnings. To enter a revenue transaction, you would enter the date, a description, so the sale of a product. We received $1,000. The $1,000 was deposited into our checkings account, and the credit side was revenue for sales. And finally, we have an example of an expense. We have repairs and maintenance. The cost of the repairs and maintenance was $250. The expense is the repairs and maintenance account, and we paid that through our bank account. For this transaction, we have a few more details. So the subtotal was $220. We paid $12.50 in GST and $17.50 in PST. The payment was made by e-transfer. The reference number, the payment was made to Handyman Services Inc. And we have invoice number, invoice due date, and additional notes. The repair was to office front door. Now, let's say this revenue account was not paid yet in full. Rather than a checkings account, in this case, it would be a receivable. So we could change this to accounts receivable. That means that we've provided a product to a customer and the customer has not paid us yet. So we would track this account here in our receivables. And let's say for the expense of $250, we did not pay with our checkings account. This invoice is outstanding and to be paid to the contractor. So this would be a payable. And that is how you use Awesome Spreadsheets to track all of your business transactions and journal entries. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one.